Hi everyone, I'm Mark Hatchadorian, Director of Glasshouse Horticulture and Senior Curator of Orchids. One of the most common questions I get is what makes an orchid an orchid? We're going to talk about the unique floral anatomy that unites this group of plants, their pollination biology, and talk about some of the unique and interesting fragrances they possess. One of the most important details that unites the entire orchid family is their unique floral anatomy. This tongue-like structure at the front of the flower is often highly patterned. All of the spots, lines, and colors you see are there to guide and entice the pollinator. One of the most familiar and popular groups of orchids are tropical lady slippers, Paphiopedilums. And despite their whimsical appearance, they are masters of floral engineering, all adapted and evolved for pollination. In this case, the fly is drawn to the shiny surface of the staminode with the promise or hope of a sweet nectar reward. But there is no nectar there. As this fly is searching for a food reward, it may fall down into the pouch of the lady slipper. But if the insect is exactly the right size and type, it will be able to wiggle out that window, take the pollen along with it, and deposit it in the next flower it visits, pollinating the orchid.
Together with my team of creative geniuses, world-renowned pianist and composer Harold O'Neill and costume wizard Hector Perez of House of Hallucination, we created a dazzling show of vivid musical compositions, electrifying whacking and vogue choreography, and fantastical costumes. Inspired by the elegance of Jeff Leatham's floral designs, we put together a stunning fashion show of magnificent floral couture. This is the moment for us to work the runway and dance the night away. Fear not, flower lovers, we can still dance together. I specialize in the 1970s LGBTQ dance style, whacking, and I'm going to teach you a few moves that you can do right in your own living room.
Let's get started with some whacking basics. Arms by your sides, swing forward, roll on top of the shoulder to the back, reverse the roll, and come right back down. Swing forward, roll back, and roll down. Roll, hit the back, roll, and down. Make sure you keep that wrist nice and loose. Roll it back, roll it down. Roll it back, roll it down. Great job. Let's take a view from the back. Roll, back, roll, and down. Let's take a look from the side, swinging one arm to the back, then roll and down. Make sure your arm's nice and high. Roll and down. Other side, roll and back, roll, down, roll, back, roll, and down. Nice work. Let's work on our lines. Out, in, up, in, out, in, down, and out, straight arms, up, in, out, nice clean lines, and down. Fingers right below the chin, take them back, front, up, back, and front, back, and 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 back, ta-da! Now we're gonna roll, back, cross over, and down. Roll to the back, cross over, and down. Reverse that. Cross, then back, then roll, down, cross, back, roll, and down. One arm following the other, right, left, back, back, front, front, ta-da! Again, right, left, right, left, right, left, ta-da! Okay, let's do the combination. Here's the first step. You're going to step forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, while you whack your arms. Let's try it. Step, basic on the right, and basic on the left. Arms up, back, and back, and back. Take it down. Let's do it again. Right, then left, then back, and back, and back, and down. Let's do our second step. Strut, 2, 3, 4. Touch, 5, touch, 6, and 7, and 8. Again, work it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Let's do the next step. Groove it, and whack, out, and whack across. One more time. And groove it, and swing your arm. Now whack it out and back, cross over. From here, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Once again, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Here's our last count of 8. Roll, back, roll, down. Roll, back, cross over, down. Roll, back, cross over, down. Roll, roll, back, back, front, front, out. Again, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Nice. Let's try a little faster. Here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Adding some steps out, and side, to the side, and hold for 2. Let's put it together. And step, and step, and step, and hold for 2. For our last count of 8, we are going to work those poses. Pose, and work, and pose, and pose, and work it, and pose. Pose, and pose, and work, like a flower, like a diva. Just live your life, and pose, and pose, and pose, and pose, 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 pose. Yes, this is the time for you to just be free, express yourself, be a diva, be glamorous, be fabulous, and live your life. Work. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Walk 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Touch 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Groove it out. 1, and 2, 3, and 4. Whack it. 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And over 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Whack it. 7, and 8. Pose it. Work it. Pose. Live your life. Good job, guys. How about we try a little faster now? And 1, and 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and a 7, and 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and a 7, and a 8. And pose it, and work it, and pose. Let's try it with music.
For more dance moves and more music by Harold O'Neal, check out the links below. Bye!
Hi guys, this is Lynette Thompson, owner and chef at Perfect Bites, formerly Chef Boyardee Sweet and Savory. Tonight we're in my kitchen and we are going to be making my famous mac and cheese. This recipe, however, is a little bit different. It's a pared down, more quarantine friendly recipe, hopefully with ingredients you have in your pantry and your refrigerator.
Despite our strong appreciation for the beauty of these flowers, it's really the evolution of them that makes them such a fascinating group of plants. Many orchids have evolved complex and diverse floral fragrances. There are orchids that smell like roses, jasmine, or many other well-known floral scents. There are some, like this maxillaria here, which smell exactly like coconut. There are even orchids that have terrible smelling flowers. This bulbophyllum, which is pollinated by flies, smells like something that you probably wouldn't want to step in, and if you get too close, you'd be wanting to check the bottom of your shoes.